Hello, and welcome to our Hustle and Know entrepreneurial experience. My name is Julie. I'm your host today, and we are an entrepreneurial book club moving into the podcast world. So we discuss books relating to entrepreneurship and personal development, and then we share them with all of you guys. So joining us today, we have Joseph Warren, Financial Planning HQ, and Derek Guajardo.
That's close enough. That's good. That's good.
Guajardo, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get it. Okay, thank you. So last week we discussed the book Atomic Habits. So now we're going to find out if we followed through with what we said we were going to do. So just a little short overview. Atomic Habits is essentially about how achieving what you want in life, your goals, all of that. It's not about setting goals. Instead, it's about setting atomic habits, which are tiny habits that accumulate to big things. Mm-hmm. So without further ado, let's find out if we follow through. So let's have Joseph go first today.
Okay. So I get a 50%. So I said I was going to say things out loud that I intended to do, and I didn't do that at all.
Joseph.
It's been a hectic time. My brother's getting married on Friday. I'm officiating it, so I've been super busy, and I've been kind of getting into the habit of procrastinating a little bit. I will admit that. Something I do that's similar is I'll tell people that I intend to do something. So I'll be like, I'm going to do this on this day. But I didn't make it a part of like a habit or a new way of being. I didn't make it into a system is what I'll say. So I didn't do well on that. I did do well when it comes to like putting on my workout clothes, my running clothes, if I'm going to go running. And I even think about it every time. I'm like, oh, now I have my clothes on. Wouldn't it be silly of me to just go change back to my regular clothes? Mm. It doesn't make any sense. Same thing with piano. I've been like setting 5-minute timers, just saying I'll play for 5 minutes. And then I just keep going and going. And even with like writing my brother's wedding speech, I would set a timer. See, like I'll work for 30 minutes and then just keep going if I felt like it and stop if I don't. So I did half of it. I did the just start part, but I didn't do the intention where you say, I'm going to drink this water bottle at 2 p.m. on Saturday in my
Well, that's okay. At least you're acknowledging that and you're going to work on that still. It's not just like done with this. We're constantly going to be improving. So I'm going to hold you accountable for that later, Joseph.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. What about you, Derek? You want to go next?
Sure. So first, so I am 8 days sober free from Takis. So I think that was one of the big ones. And I might be like 16 days sober free from Big Red. And but I feel like there was still some struggle there. So I know Joseph gave himself a 50%. I'm not going to rate myself that low, but I'm going to say I'm going to give myself a 92%. It's still an A, but it's a lower A. But I'll say this. I said that I was really going to focus in on running. That's been successful, running and doing some memory work while I'm running. As well, I want to showcase a little bit of results on the podcast. This is my book that is now in print. So the ABCs of Thriving in Marriage. I said I was going to be working on this in my Atomic Habits. So that has continued to be successful. Grateful. I feel without the book, the ABCs of marriage would not be in print on my table right now. And actually, I have a little bit of a curveball for the Hustle and Know podcast because I actually have Joseph Warren's copy of the book. And if I may, I would love to read what I wrote to Joseph in his copy.
Of course, please do.
Yes.
All right. Joseph Warren, you are an inspiration. I love your passion to grow and excel. Anyone who has a hunger to help people, regularly display courage, and aggressively pursue their goals, I know will experience abundant success. I see those qualities in you. I'm excited to have a front row seat in all you will accomplish. With respect and honor, Derek.
Wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
That is so sweet. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
So anyway, grateful for Atomic Habits, grateful for the accountability, of the Hustle and Know podcast, and the additional inspiration that you, Julie, and you, Joseph, bring to the table.
Oh, we appreciate that. And we're so happy that you followed through and that you finished your book. And now it's going to be next bestseller.
Let's go.
What's your
Let's
next
go.
goal?
That's right. Well, I mean, in that space, because Atomic Habits is building the habit, not about the goal. So I finished the book, but now I'm working on book number 2. So I finished the introduction of my second book, and I'm into chapter 1 of book number 2. So that's the ABCs of success coaching.
Yes.
So for a little bit of preview there.
Awesome. And then you'll be a multi-publisher.
Come on. That's what I'm calling to do. That's right. That's right. Better never stops. Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. So for me, I said I was going to do the temptation bundling. So, you know, is like after your like a normal habit, you're going to do your good habit, and then you're going to do your reward. So like I actually been 100% on that. So normally like I'll go to work. So it's like your habit stacking, and then you add it into temptation bundling. So normally, you know, you go to work, you finish work, you go home, and then I'll work out from home. And then normally, you know, you do the whole shower, all that. So after working out and showering, instead of just immediately like gonna go like watch TV or something, I will, because normally I'll tell myself that I can multitask, and I'll try to like have the TV on in the background while I'm like on my computer doing whatever. And so instead I'm like, nope, what you're gonna do is you're gonna work, like either read a book, do something productive on my computer for an hour, and then I can reward myself with the television. So I found that to be very, very useful, and it's been helping me like read better. Cause like I'll do some reading books for this podcast, and then I'll do some audio. So regardless though, it's been helping me stick with my also habit that I wanted to create, which I wanted to read like for an hour every day. So yay me.
Let's go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. So is there any last things we would like to say for the audience? We definitely recommend you the book. This was one of the best books that we've read. So if you haven't checked out our session yet, go check out Atomic Habits.
Yes. And within the book, I'm so passionate about this book. I do some training, and it's weekly training on helping people develop the habits that they want to build and breaking the habits they want to break. So that's the only thing I'll say. You know, if somebody's looking for that more accountability, then it's something I'm super passionate about as a success coach, to help people build the habits that lead to success.
Great. Derek's the guy for you, and we'll put all of his info in the description box. So thank you everybody for joining us today for our confessional, our Hustle No Confessional, and join us next time. And don't forget, hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Adios.